realize you have the radio playing in the background. Do you want that?
I know. I was just wait, there's music.
No. It's so nice. It feels like the background soundtrack to my life.
I know.
I'm keeping this in, by the way. Hello and welcome to Powered by Geek Bomb. This is the show where we ask you what you're currently playing, watching, reading, and doing. What's up? My name is Maude Garrett. I'm Boss Bomb of Geek Bomb, and on today's episode, we have the wonderful Alison Haislip. Hey, Alison.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. You're completely familiar with Geek Bomb, being on it a couple of times already.
I am.
Thank you for joining us.
Congratulations.
Thanks. Yes. So usually we kind of talk about what makes you a geek, what makes you kind of a part of the geek industry.
Right.
Surely everyone who's watching this has heard of you before.
I hope so.
Yeah.
I've been around for a while.
Yeah, you've done a bunch of stuff. Kicked off with Attack of the Show. You did the feed.
I did.
You got fed.
Yep, I did. And I hosted American Ninja Warrior on G4 for 4 seasons. I forget. Whatever seasons didn't end up on NBC.
The Voice.
Went on to The Voice.
BattleBots.
BattleBots.
My
exactly.
goodness. Oh, we've seen you on a bunch of television shows as well.
Yeah.
Commercials. In fact, if you turn on the TV.
I am on a Taco Bell commercial.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Do you have to eat it?
I did. It was a quesadilla.
I had a KFC ad, and they were like, "We'll have the bucket on standby."
Oh yeah,
so
no,
you
I
can
had a
spit
spit
it out.
bucket.
I didn't use it.
Oh, you should
I was
have.
like, this is good food.
No, you don't use it because you don't want to eat it. You use it because you can't eat it for 22 takes in a row.
Only 11.
Yeah.
Spat it once.
There you go.
Only
There you
spat-
go. That
No.
sounds like a different kind of record, but okay.
It was a twister. KFC twister.
What's a twister?
Exactly. Well, 2017.
Yeah, let's bring it, right?
Loving it all. What have you currently been playing?
Oh, currently playing. Well, I can tell you when I'm about to start playing.
Tell me.
My brother for Christmas gave me Skyrim for Xbox One, but with all the DLC and all that.
Hold on. Have you played Skyrim?
No. But I actually got angry at him. Like, I opened it up and I was like, why would you do this? Because he handed me basically easily 120 hours of gameplay.
Yes.
And I was like, I'm not going to accomplish anything in my life if I start playing this. But it's sitting on top of my coffee table. It is what is going to go pop into my Xbox next.
It's so good.
I'm going to fly some dragons.
No, you kill them.
I want to fly them.
I'm sorry, but you have to kill them.
Oh, damn it.
And the music is so daunting when you're just walking around these beautiful landscapes. You're like, la and you're just, and you're like, oh my God.
Gotta kill a dragon.
And you pack it. You're just like,
Oh, boy.
where is it? And it's a lot of health potions are required if you're me.
Great.
So I've played this first on the PlayStation 3. So open world that there's no linear progression.
Yes.
So you're thrust into this
Which
space. and
drives
it's like,
me
go.
insane.
It used to drive me insane, but I think because I have played this before, I kind of knew where I was supposed to go.
Good.
But it's wonderful.
I'm a very linear thinking person when it comes to video games. Like, I'm an Uncharted. You know, Uncharted, you go one way. You collect treasures, but you're still going one way.
And Nathan Drake's so great. You'll be wandering off. He's like, yeah, I don't think we got to go this way.
I know, exactly. And you're like, but I want to go that way.
I don't
Or like
think
you
so.
try to jump over at something and it just won't let you. And you just sit there and he's just hopping and you're like, why can't you just climb over this?
And you're like, Nathan.
Yeah.
No, this one, if you want to keep going tra-la-la over, you'll die.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Great.
You're allowed to.
Yes.
And you are able to experience the consequence of your actions.
Oh, boy. I don't like that at all.
With RPGs, because this is an RPG game, do you go warrior, mage, or rogue?
Rogue. I'm normally a rogue. Yeah.
Lock
Yeah.
picking?
Yeah. I like being stealthy.
Yes.
And I also like distance attacks. You know?
You're going to love this game.
Okay, great.
It really is so great. There's a lock-picking technique where you've got your instruments and you've got to navigate how to...
Oh, yeah, that I've seen. That I've seen that, yeah.
That's fun. And you have to go stealth. I never do.
Really?
Yeah, nah.
Just bash on in.
But I'm mage in this one.
Ooh.
So I burn people. A lot.
You're really excited about that.
I just realized how it sounded as soon as I said
burn people.
I'm literally there like die. And they'll do this thing where it's like if you do a good kill, they'll do a slow-mo kind of like the death shot.
Oh, like a la Mortal Kombat. Like
Yeah.
finish him and then
Yes.
you get to see the extra. Yeah.
Yeah, that happens a lot when I'm burning people. What were you playing last year which you loved?
Uncharted 4 was probably the big one that I spent the most amount of time on. Like I actually bought a PlayStation 4 specifically to play Uncharted 4.
Out of all the Uncharteds, which one's your favorite?
Ooh, the second one.
Same.
Yeah.
The opening gameplay of that game is some of the best gaming I've ever experienced in my life.
Yeah.
even now
phenomenal.
thinking about it. I rage quit in that game a lot to the
Oh,
point where I
really?
don't actually think I finished the game. There is a Yeti that charges
Yes.
at you. Like I am talking bullets between the eyes and he's still coming for me and I
Yep.
die.
That took me forever to figure out. Yeah.
What do you have to do? Is there an Achilles heel that I'm not aware of?
I think there is a trick to him. I
Just
can't
the
remember what it
face?
is. I feel like it's something about getting him under, like, icicles fall at certain times. There is something different about him. I can't remember exactly what it was, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
That got me and I was like, you know what, Nathan?
Yeah.
You're fucked now, aren't you?
Yeah. You're
keep
now just
going.
stuck in limbo.
But that's why I couldn't actually play Tomb Raider because Lara Croft, when she died, Camilla Luddington did the best death sounds.
Oh, yeah.
Where she was in pain.
It was awful.
I couldn't play the game.
I know.
I was like, I'm doing this.
Well,
to
have you seen the Conan O'Brien when he, what is his segment called?
the
Not Uninformed
what
Gamer.
is it, Julia?
Clueless Gamer.
Thank you.
That's
10
it.
points to
like,
Gryffindor.
Yeah. But watching him play it,
Ravenclaw.
Ravenclaw. There you go. Of course she's a Ravenclaw. Me too.
I'm a Gryffindor, and don't you dare say anything
I
else,
actually
guys.
have never taken the test. I'm just assuming I'm a Ravenclaw.
I took the test for 6 years, and I was Gryffindor. 6 years, and then they fucked up with the coding, and now all of a sudden I'm a Slytherin. I cried when I found out. Cut to a clip.
Mom, what's wrong?
Damn it, my computer. I know what happened. I'm taking the test twice before, but then I was giving.
Oh no!
And I was like, I'm a Slytherin. And they're like, what does that mean? Are you hurt?
Have you read The Cursed Child?
Yes.
So
Not the last act. I won't do
Yeah,
it.
don't.
I won't do it. It's
I
not great.
went to London and saw the play.
Really?
It's phenomenal.
Is that right?
Yes, but you can relate to someone in the play. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm just not Gryffindor. I'm Gryffindor. I'm not.
You are.
I am Gryffindor. I'm not Slytherin.
Yeah.
I'm being betrayed by my own self right now.
Dear.
Why Ravenclaw?
I'm very like math oriented in my brain.
Is that
Very-
depressing?
Apparently I peeled
Studious.
onions during it. Yeah, very logical.
I would have pitched you for Gryffindor.
I think I could be like Ravenclaw with a side of Gryffindor.
Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. Yeah. Ravendor?
And they both were.
Yeah.
Open up the Ravendor, my dear one.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, so playing, we've done that one. Watching. What have you been watching? Movies, TV?
Oh, well, I've been watching a lot of screeners because it's award season.
Yes. What have
Yes.
you liked?
I watched Lion last night. Phenomenal acting. I mean, that's really the thing with these screeners is all the acting in it. And I'm like, what is happening? Moonlight?
I haven't seen that one
Oh,
either.
Moonlight is so good and it's such a unique story. I highly recommend it. What else do I love? Manchester by the Sea. Oh, what's going on?
Okay,
with you?
there's a reason why I won't watch anything with Casey Affleck in it. He looks so much like my first boyfriend.
Oh, that's awkward.
Yeah.
And then La La Land, the big
that was
winner.
beautiful.
Big winner at the Globes.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
they're picking up, aren't they? Those two. They're
Yeah.
good chemistry together.
Yeah, I dug them. And I dug them because I didn't think that they would like leave their significant others in real life for each other too. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like they were very professional with their chemistry.
I found out that Miles Teller was supposed to play the role of Ryan Gosling and Emma Watson was supposed to be Emma Stone.
Really?
What do you think about that? And Miles Teller flipped out when they said that they were moving on with the movie without him.
Huh.
I can't picture him singing though.
I can't either. This sounds like a bad thing, and I don't mean it to be a bad thing, but there seems to be like an anger in him.
Which is why he was so great in Whiplash.
Yes, that's what I mean. And I feel like every role he plays, he has this like struggle or strife in his life, and I just don't see it. Ryan Gosling was able to play that guy.
He's just calm.
Yeah.
He's got his shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree with
It
that.
would have been a very different movie. I don't think I would have been opposed to it, but it would have been a very different movie.
I was interviewing Ryan Gosling about the movie, and I was like, dude, you play a lot of piano. Like, how much of that's you?
As someone who plays the piano, I could tell when he wasn't.
No, it was him every time.
No,
it was him
no.
every time.
100%. I'm not gonna say I'm sure he actually played it. There's definitely stuff where people have played over it though.
Is that right?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, 'cause
I mean,
he
I
learned
watched
every
it. I
song.
watched it with my friend and her boyfriend is a musician as well. And there's this one scene, and literally at the same time, he and I went, "Oh, he didn't play that."
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that being said, you can tell there's plenty of times he is, and that still is a skill and a half itself.
3 months. He was practicing every day
Yeah.
for 3 months
Yeah, yeah,
to
yeah.
get that down. And I didn't know that Emma Stone could sing, but then someone leaked like her being on one of those Idol kind of shows.
Oh, really?
And she was saying, she would have been about 14, 15, saying Meredith Brooks, I'm a bitch.
Ah!
Yeah, which is hilarious.
Oh, that's on.
Yeah, but she could sing
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yeah.
TV shows, what are you binging?
I just finished Luke Cage. There's something about the show. For some reason, at the end of every episode, it wasn't until episode like 8 or 9 where I finally went, oh my God, I have to keep watching. I would watch one at a time and I'd be satisfied watching one and then I'd walk away.
That's where I'm at, but
Yeah.
I walked away a little bit too far. Can you recommend someone another thing to binge? Maybe on Hulu
Ooh,
or
another thing to binge.
or something that it's been on your watching list?
I would say for some reason you haven't seen Westworld, binge that.
Peaked at episode 5 or 6. I think it peaked for me.
Oh, okay.
And then it was like trying to do the same thing, and then it got too convoluted, and I was like, but Anthony Hopkins acting,
So good.
isn't he great?
Yes.
Oh, he does this thing where he's sort of smiling,
Right,
But,
but
he's
also
literally
really creeping
stabbing
you
your
out.
soul. Basically, you're asking everyone to raise the caliber and standard of their viewing by watching the award season nominees.
Yes.
Okay.
They're so good. And it's just so nice. Instead of going, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love me a Marvel movie, but we now get 2 or 3 a year.
Yes.
And
yeah.
it's gotten to the point where I sort of forget whose movie it is.
Yeah.
Like Captain America's movie didn't seem like it was another
Iron Man.
Avengers. Like
Yeah,
they're all in all
yeah.
the movies.
Yeah.
Actually, I gotta say that's one of the big things I liked about Doctor Strange is to have a Marvel movie that
I
was
haven't
just
seen it. Maybe at the time of this being posted, I
What?
may have, but currently speaking,
Yeah.
no.
Well, it's only about Doctor Strange. Like you don't have to deal with the 1,200 other storylines.
How's Benedict Cumberbatch's accent?
I actually thought it was fine. It gets confusing because it does actually, the movie takes place in London sometimes. And I was like, why are you not British? Why are you not just British? Like,
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. Oh, speaking of, did you watch the new Sherlock?
I haven't yet either.
Oh,
There are reviews on Geek Bomb. Mickey has watched those with spoilers as well, so check those out if you want to get Mickey's opinion on it. But no, I haven't watched it. Probably by the time this has gone up, though, I would have, because that's embarrassing. I love Sherlock.
I know. It's amazing.
And like that's the kind of show where I love that it's big, long, like almost movie-length
Yes.
episodes.
Yeah, they're about an hour and a half.
But I can still binge that. I was
Yes,
like, oh,
I
there's my
agree.
day gone.
I know, but Benedict Cumberbatch and why am I
Martin Freeman?
Martin Freeman. I was gonna say Michael Sheen. I'm like, that's not it. Martin Freeman. Like their chemistry together.
Love
is,
it. They're great. Martin Freeman's wife in the show, they were actually together for quite a long time in real life.
Oh, really?
And just split. Orkies. Wonder how
So
that
you're
will go
saying
down.
he's single?
I am.
Did you see
Would you go there?
Whiskey Foxtrot Tango?
No. Oh, he's a journalist in that with Margot
And
Robbie.
Tina Fey.
Yeah.
Yes. And I watched it. Someone said, he's like, it's a surprise. A friend of mine was like, it's a surprisingly good movie. It's definitely a movie that they didn't know how to market it. And when you watch it, you realize
And they
why
released
that
it
is.
over the week time as well.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly. But I watched it on a plane, and it's actually a really enjoyable movie. And Martin Freeman is sexy as hell in it. Is
that right?
It was the first movie that I watched where I was like,
He's always going to be a
I
hobbit.
did that.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ah. All right, so that's watching. Reading. What are you reading at the moment?
I
Comics,
just
books?
finished American Gods.
Neil Gaiman.
I was
He's
gonna say
on my-
Neil deGrasse Tyson. I'm like, that's not it.
But he could probably do something
Yeah.
about that as well.
Yeah.
I
Neil
want.
Gaiman.
This is on my to-read list. So
Yes.
for Noticed's Book Club, this has constantly been in our top 10 books
Mm-hmm.
that we keep putting out there. It's going to be a TV show soon-ish. April,
Yes, that's why I
believe.
wanted to watch
Yeah.
or read it. Yeah.
I love reading something before the show comes
Exactly.
out. Oh, so I can get my own characters, my own imagination, and not be
right.
distorted or manipulated by whatever's out there.
I agree.
Which is what I did for Game of Thrones.
Yeah, exactly. Same.
As soon as I heard it, I was like, let's read it. Oh, there's so many names.
Yeah.
I actually didn't even finish the first book, and it took. I tried a year and a half before the show came out.
Really?
Yeah.
I finished them all. I read them all.
I read them all.
Doesn't matter anymore though, because the show's past the books.
Yep.
Yep. We've made it that far.
I know, and I'm reading Dance of Dragons currently, and
Oh.
even this is not what we're seeing in the
No,
show.
that's true.
And Jorah kissed Dany in the books.
Who?
Sir Jorah.
Yes.
He kissed Dany in the books.
Yes.
She kind of kissed back a bit before she was like, probably shouldn't have done that.
Nope.
Don't really feel much.
Nope. This
And-
probably would have happened in real life though too.
And her handmaidens keep pleasuring her in the books.
Oh right. I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Yep.
Hey, when you're the Queen of Dragons.
It's not cheating if it's your handmaiden.
Get a shirt that says that. It's not cheating if it's your handmaiden. And have people be like, what?
Where are my dragons?
Where are my dragons?
I do that to my dogs and they're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I also dance for my dogs and they don't really appreciate it.
You dance to your dogs? Oh yeah.
dance for
I would
my
do that
dogs.
too.
Like, hey guys, dance, and they're just like, can you give me a little bit of review on that? Spoiler free. Entice me.
It took me almost a year to finish the book because it's kind of similar with Luke Cage. I would finish a chapter and I didn't Actually, it's more like this. The chapters are really long.
Okay.
So I would, you'd be reading for almost an hour or so to finish a chapter. And then I'd be like, okay, I've done that. Let me go on. And then I'd have to like kind of force myself to get back into it.
Got it.
But once I got near the end of the book, I was like, boom, 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 boom.
Home run.
Yes.
So what's it about?
There's been so many different cultures throughout the history of mankind. And all of them have had different gods that they have worshipped. Some, are big ones that we know about. Some are very tiny ones from like, very small, I don't know, like Native American tribes. The idea is that as soon as one of these cultures has created something to worship, that God actually exists in real life like a human being, but they only thrive based on the amount of people who worship them and follow them.
Right.
So American gods is the idea that all of these cultures came together to make America. We're just a hodgepodge of everything around the world.
Yeah.
And all of these gods came with them to America, but are now dying out because American gods are replacing them in the sense of like media or internet and stuff like that. So it becomes this like struggle for these gods to stay alive.
Wow. Okay. I
Yeah.
know Neil Gaiman's got a lot of books.
Yeah.
I've actually never read any of his stuff.
Oh,
But in saying
really?
that, I've never read any Stephen King until a month or so ago.
Did you read the Dark Tower series?
I did. I just read the
Isn't
Gunslinger.
that the greatest thing ever?
The first line was like,
Yes.
what was it?
He ran across the desert and the guy in black chased and follows. Yeah.
Yeah, that for me, I was just like, oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. The problem is, it took me so long to read it because, like, for book
It's
club.
7 books.
Well, no, the book
7.
alone.
Oh, just the first book.
Because
okay,
I would
yeah.
read every sentence 3 times. Because I'd read it and be like, that was awesome. What the fuck did you just mean?
Yeah,
And then I'd read
yeah.
it again and I'd be like, oh, okay, that makes more sense. And then I'd read it again and be like, that was beautiful.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but that's a long time to read a
Good
book.
shit. There's a really great Stephen King book that I think is technically under. He had like a pen name
Oh.
when he first started.
That's
So
cool.
there's a couple like short stories that he released under that name. It's called The Long Walk, but I think it was released in like the early 70s or something like that. But it's kind of creepy reading now because it's sort of you realize that it's like the idea of reality TV existed prior to reality television existing, because he wrote this whole thing about, it's almost like the original Hunger Games.
Yeah,
Like
right.
if you read it, you'd be like, they ripped this off of the Hunger Games, and then you realize that no, this short story
The
came
Hunger
first.
Games was ripped off from Battle Royale, which I believe was another book, which is the same thing where everyone had to go and fight to the death. And I'm making, every time I get a marriage proposal, everyone's like, marry me. I say yes to all of them.
Oh.
In the visage that I'm going to put them all in a pen, a little
All your
stadium.
husbands?
Yep, everyone that I said yes to, and they all have to fight to the death.
Oh, there you go.
Whoever survives, they will be the person that I marry. So,
like
and
that
I warned
plan.
them. I was like, you really want to say yes? Because, you're going to have to fight to the death. And they're like, I'll sharpen my trident. Wonder who's going to win. Luke Cage better.
He's got a nice smile.
He does have isn't that funny that that's more important than like...
I agree.
Last one, doing. What you doing?
Doing 2017.
I love it.
We're waiting to hear if we get a season 3 of BattleBots, which hopefully we do.
Fingers
Still
crossed
waiting.
for
That
that
would be
one.
amazing. It'd be awesome.
You're going to be playing Skyrim. That's what you're doing.
Exactly. Oh, I can tell you what I'm doing. I am planning my brother's bachelor party. My brother,
Isn't
God
that
bless him,
the best man's job?
I'm the best man.
No way!
My brother made me his best man, which I cried when he asked me because I was
That's
like
so cute.
so excited, and now I'm just stressed out because I have to plan a bachelor party with like 15 dudes in Nashville.
Strippers?
No, we're not.
Okay, because
Thank
that would
God.
be so weird if you're
Thank-
hiring a stripper
Yeah.
for your brother
Thank
who's
God
about
my
to
brother
get
was like,
married.
I don't want strippers or anything like that. I'm like, I got it. All he
What
wants
is
is
it,
like
golf? Drinking?
He doesn't even want to play golf, and he's a huge golfer. Yeah, it's drinking and country music basically. Oh, see, we kind of like country music.
You like country music?
do,
I think it's an Australian thing. We had to actually kick Keith Urban out of
Yeah.
the country for him to be famous and for anyone to recognize him.
Yeah,
He's not
yeah.
big. We don't like country in Australia. So weird, huh?
Yeah, so that's taking up a lot of my time. Is
Fair
planning
enough.
that.
That's kind of cool though.
Yeah, it should be.
like
Once
that.
we're there, it'll be fun.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm like emailing dudes I don't even know, and I'm like, pay me money. You owe me money.
Hey, bruh.
I already booked the Airbnb. Pay me money.
Are you going to be the only girl there?
Yeah. And I'm
You
invited
should just dress up as a guy.
the whole time.
Yeah.
No, what I'm gonna do is go out on town with a bunch of dudes, and I'm gonna find me a cowboy, and then I'm gonna be like, peace off, everyone. Yeah, right?
Nashville too. I like that.
Yeah.
And then invite him to the wedding where he'll propose. You see what's happening
There we go.
A gal can dream.
My brother's fiance, her bachelorette party is 2 weeks later, and I am also invited to that. So I will be the only person at the wedding who has gone to both the bachelor and the bachelorette party.
Are you going to host as well? Host
No,
some
thank
of the
God
wedding
that's not
things?
my job.
Okay.
Yeah.
My brother's going to get married soon.
Yeah.
He hit me up the other day. I'm like, what you doing? He's like, I'm picking out rings. I was like, what?
I hope his fiance or soon-to-be fiance doesn't watch this.
She was there with him.
Oh, okay.
My brother was single for 10 years.
Oh my
He didn't have a
gosh.
girlfriend for 10 years. I was like, in the bag.
Yeah.
I've got him beat. He's
Yeah.
older by like 18 months. I was like, I'm going to get married first. I'm going to have kids first. And then, of course, I moved to LA, which completely stops you from progressing in life in a romantic fashion.
So true.
All right, so that's a good doing.
Yeah.
So there you go, Alison Haislip, playing, watching, reading, and doing. Where can people catch you if they want to have a chat online?
Twitter at Alison Haislip, and Instagram's the same thing. It's ALISONHAISLIP. People always miss that I.
Oh, I always put 2 P's in.
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, because I want to call you Slippy.
Slippy.
Yeah.
People do call me Slippy or Slippers.
It's my favorite one.
Yeah.
My favorite nickname. I just get Maude.
Maude. Mauve?
You've just literally shown everyone the last 20 years of my life
so
trying
sorry.
to get a nickname. I'm trying.
Modders.
I get
Modders.
Gaz, but that's an Australian
Yeah.
thing. They want to call you by your last name.
Yeah.
Gaz. What's up, Gaz?
Modders. I like
Sound-
modders.
Sounds like Gaz.
But modders doesn't. Sounds
Okay.
like marauders.
What's modders? Modders. You keep saying modders?
Modders.
See how it's a different word, what you and I say?
What?
Modders. Modders.
Modders.
be
Wait,
the
I
name.
say your name, Maude,
Maude.
right? So modders. You're right. I do say it differently when I
Yeah.
add the ER. I just heard it that
Yeah,
time.
modders, yeah.
Modders, yeah.
Yeah, scrap it.
I hear it.
Back
Nope,
to the drawing
it's not
board.
working. It's not working.
Thank you so much for joining me on Powered by Geek Bomb, though. Even
What?
if we did, thank you for joining me.
Oh,
on
thank you for
Powered
having me.
by- Powered by Geek Bomb. Yeah, good luck with 2017.
Thanks, modders.
You got this. No, no, nix. Not happening.